so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another exciting update of our home building journey. If you've been following along, you know we've come a long way, and today we are tackling something that's going to make a massive difference to the overall look and feel of the house. We are fixing the pavers, or commonly known as cabros, and setting up the exterior spaces. So let's dive right in and show you what we've been up to. So one of the key things that we've been working on is laying down the pavers for the driveway and our front yard. So it may seem like a small detail, but trust me, it's one of those things that can really elevate the look of your home and of course provide a functional, durable surface for cars, foot traffic, and more. So why do pavers matter? First off, why are pavers such a great option for your outdoor areas? Well, they're incredibly durable and can withstand all kinds of weather, all sorts of weather conditions. They're also super versatile in terms of style. Whether you want a more modern look or something that's rustic, there's pavers or there's a curb roof for every taste. Plus, they're much more flexible solution that they are a much more flexible solution than poured concrete because they allow for movement, meaning you'll experience less cracking over time. So for us, we chose this classic stone for the driveway and our front yard. So it not only complements the house's exterior design, but it's also practical for this house. So these pavers or the cabros are usually permeable, which means water can drain through them, helping to reduce flooding and manage stormwater runoff, which is important, especially for this property, because we realize that sometimes when it rains, when you have stormwater, it kind of just settles on some sections. So with the pavers, I think we are now sorted. So how do you prepare for paving, or how do you prepare for laying cabros? So before you start laying your pavers or your cabros, it's all about preparation. The foundation is everything, and if you're following our videos, you realize that we had compacted this space some time back. So we already did our foundation and already backfilled the area. So what just remained was the chips or the crushed stones, and then we lay our pavers. So the foundation is everything, because if the base isn't right, that is the foundation, your pavers can shift, sink, or crack over time. So this part is very crucial. The foundation part is very crucial. So the fundis or the people who are doing the cabros or the pavers, they already found the area was already excavated, and we already did backfilling. So what they did was laid down a layer of crushed stones, or normally known as chips. So they're just crushed ballast. They crushed the ballast in very small pieces known as chips. So they laid down a layer of crushed stones. So this helps to create a solid base for the pavers and ensures proper drainage. So you also got to make sure that the ground is level, but with a slight slope, especially for driveways, so that water runs off properly. And once the base layer is in, it has to be compacted down to make sure that it is stable. So the next thing that after that, we started laying down the pavers or the cabros. So after the base is set, it's time to start layering your pavers. So there are different types of patterns you can choose from. For example, we have in the market, we have some that are called diamond. We have normal cabros or normal pavers. We have, of course, colored cabros. We have first of all, we have colored natural cabros and colored cabros, and also they come in different sizes, they come in different shapes, they come in different colors. So depending on your taste, so you can go for what you want. depending on the look that you want to go for. So we decided on this simple look. Of course, though, when you look at it from afar, it has somewhat a 3D. It brings a 3D impression, but the pattern that we chose is the one that is known as the platinum, and we chose them. They came in 3 colors. So we had more of black, then we added some gray and a little bit of red. Okay, which for me, it came out clean and classic for this property. So as you can see, we are layering each paver by hand, or they're laying each paver by hand, ensuring they're spaced perfectly and in line with the pattern. So they have to layer them, the way they are supposed to be, so that they don't interfere with the pattern. So after that, after the layering is done, they'll add sand in between the joints. So sand will be poured all on top of this paver, so the cabros, the entire space that the cabros has been laid, sand is going to be poured in the joints. And it's normally called like sweeping in the joints because it locks the pavers in place, making sure that they do not shift over time. So after all that is done, after the ground is set, the chips are laid, the cabros are laid, and then they do compacting and all that, and then they do sweeping in the joints. The next thing is just adding a little bit of finishing touches. So once all the pavers are in, or once all the cabros are in, make sure that you add a border or edging to keep everything contained and looking polished. For example, when you start layering your cabros, there's a place where they will end eventually. So you'll need road cabs and channels to kind of lock in your cabros in place. For example, if you have like a normal gate, a gate that just opens like a door, then maybe all that you need, you need maybe channels, road cabs to somewhat keep the cabros from moving. But if you have like a sliding gate, like in our case, we had to get the road cabs and also the channels. So the channels are built side by side, so that the gate is in between the channels, and then the road cabs is placed, or is built at the end of where the cabro ends on the other side of the road. So, and then once the edging is in place, or once you already placed your channels and your road cabs, what you need to do is we have to give the cabro some sort of final look, and also compaction has to be done for the whole space, so that we are able to settle in the pavers and the joint sand. So this step is really important because it really solidifies everything and gives the pavers that solid and even finish. So here's a look of the progress so far. So the pavers are really starting to bring the exterior spaces to life. From the driveway to the front yard, everything is coming together exactly how we envisioned it. So we are happy with how it turned out. There's still a bit more to do, like sealing the pavers to protect them from stains. Of course, when we sweep the sand, because after the joints are sealed, we are going to sweep the sand out to remove the sand, and then wash the cabros or the pavers. And the next thing that we're going to do is polish the cabros or the pavers, to give it a more finished look and to protect it from stains, the weather, to make it not look a little bit rustic and all that. So that is what's going to remain with the cabros. So when we have done that, we need to also move on to some landscaping to finish up the exterior. Example, the garden area, we need to finish up with it. We already planted grass and a few trees. We just need to look at what sort of plants, especially flowers, that we need to put in there to give the garden some life and all that. So but we are definitely getting closer to the finish line. So if you're thinking about tackling a paving project or cabro at your own home, here are some few quick tips that we learned. So first of all, you have to plan your layout carefully by making sure that you account for any drainage needs and choose a pattern that works with your space. And the next thing is also make sure that you prepare your base. Like we mentioned earlier, foundation is key. If you don't do a proper foundation, then your carbons, after some time, they'll start cracking, they'll start sinking and all that. So foundation is very important. So take your time to compact the base and make sure it's level. But of course, you have to give it some slope. Another thing is you need to choose the right materials. For example, because cardboards come in all sorts of styles. So pick something that not only looks good, but also performs well in your climate or in your area, or goes well with your house or with your home. And another thing is that you need to consider professional help, because you can do this project, or this project you can DIY this project, but also getting a professional to help with the planning and groundwork can save a lot of time and effort. So we've still got some exciting steps ahead, from sealing the pavers to finishing up the landscaping around the house. We are almost done with the exterior, and soon we'll be focusing back inside for the finishing touches. So thanks so much for joining us today as we took a look at the progress on the pavers. We are super excited about how it's turning out, and we can't wait to show you what's next. So if you enjoyed today's update, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss on the next update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.